Hello. Before we start, I would like to say that this discussion is being conducted and following and respecting all the latest health and safety regulations with regards to COVID-19 situation. So I will be taking off my mask. And I'd like to start by asking you how you see refiners and petchem producers. What have they been doing to maintain competitiveness in the current market conditions, which have not been easy for them?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, particularly for refiners, the last year has been very difficult. It's been very challenging. They have seen a sudden decrease in demand, and they are really longing for signs of recovery. So they had to maintain their operation on a safe, reliable, environmentally sound manner, but also to adapt their throughput, reduce costs. So it's been fairly challenging for all of them. And we as Axens, we ask ourselves, how can we as a technology catalyst and equipment provider can we help them go through while also bringing ideas to have a little bit of light at the end. So that's what we basically are doing, supporting a customer. I think our tech service engineers are helping them operating the unit, reaching flexibility, which is very important, optimizing catalyst cycles, minimizing energy consumption. And we do that mostly, and digital has been very important, using digital tools to support that. So I think all this work, which helped the industry to go through, is really very important, and I'm proud that our engineers have been able to carry it.
If I may, could you elaborate a little bit more on those aspects that you mentioned? You mentioned, I think, flexibility, digitalization, and also catalyst management.
Yeah, flexibility is in any industrial operation is it's key, but particularly now, when if you had to reduce throughput, it's really important to be able to be flexible. Also in the future, maybe we may see a very big hike so that would be flexibility on the other way. So flexibility operating a process unit at reduced throughput, maybe 70%, is really different than 100%. You don't tune it exactly the same. You don't use the catalyst with the same severity. You have to retune your energy integration, So that's where really, in the time of remote travel and difficulties of contacts in many countries, digital help us a lot. And in Axens, we have developed since many years, but this really the last 12 months boosted the usage of this tool, a tool called ConnectIn, which basically take live a certain number of data of the process unit we are licensed or in which we have catalyst reconciliate them automatically, means getting rid of false measure eventually, doing mass balance, all this with the maximum cyber security systems, because we know it's real subject right now, so cyber security. And then once it's done, we compare them to the optimum models, and we issue KPIs and dashboard that we can share with the customer weekly basis. And look, this is where we can improve. This is where you can do differently. In this you are okay. So that's really add on collective intelligence by working together, and much more than a quarterly visit or report, if you wish. So that's really, to that extent, the pandemic help a lot boost this solution, which I think will continue in the future. We're now developing also modules to better integrate in a save energy compared to the optimum, including the furnaces. So there are many let's say value added that these tools can bring. Also, we have made a lot of effort, and we through a catalyst management, what we call the orchestra program, where we help our customers to use at the maximum of their capabilities the catalyst, then eventually cascade them, then recycle them, minimize turnaround costs, dispose of them environmentally friendly when it is necessary. So all these programs help refiners to save costs and survive during and go through in order to better prepare the future. So I think it's really important, and it's when it's difficult also that you see partners.
Yes, for sure. I think digitalization we've seen. I've been in the industry for about 20 years, and it's day and night the difference that we've seen in 20 years, and it's keeps on accelerating, and it's making our jobs and the producers and the operators their jobs a lot more easier with the use of data. We're getting more high quality data. We can use the data. We can make sure that communication of this data is at all levels of a company. And I think it's very important for the future, like you say.